Now, critical to Nigeria's economic development is the engineering sector, which has been a major driver of growth and an essential solution in addressing the country's infrastructural deficiencies. But there is a need to break the endless cycle of poorly trained engineers, which becomes an impediment to industrial development. The project, titled Rethinking the West African Engineering Ecosystem, has been introduced to encourage creativity and innovation amongst engineers. This is a competition where, amongst the pressing issues in the country, these engineers are advised to think critically for innovative solutions to these problems, and the winner goes away with a grand prize. So let's talk this by looking at this particular innovation. Joining me in the studio is Yinka Adumi. She is a representative S2PA Africa, and Temi Tayo Omodei, leader of the team that won the first prize of the African Design Competition. First, I say congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
But I will be starting with you. Looking at this particular concept, this innovation. Talk to us about what it means and what it's meant to achieve.
Okay. The engineering design competition has three major goals. One, to encourage West African engineering students to develop global marketable engineering skills. Right. There are skills needed all over the world, not just locally in Nigeria, but also if they are competing with other students all over, they have those skills to be able to market themselves as engineers. And secondly, to be able to make presentations and proposals of the kind of things that they want to do, the kind of problems that they have that they want to solve. And also, most critically, is that while they are in the classroom, what are the kind of problems they can see around them? So being able to identify local problems and to provide solutions using what they've learned in the classroom, using the theory that is being taught in class. So it's not just being in the classroom and learning the science and learning the math, but connecting the science with creation of products.
So at what stage do you think we are in this country when it comes to engineering?
Okay, so we have what we call the Bloom's Taxonomy, where we have 5 stages. Remember what you've been taught. Understand what you've been taught, apply, analyze, create. So for most engineering students, they are still majorly at the stage of remembering and understanding, maybe a bit of moving to application. But we want to get them to the point of creating products.
That is why we have the competition really on ground. So this competition, give us something to what exactly it is. We've got a winner here. What did it do and how did it get there? Okay,
so we put out an advertisement for students to come in to apply, bring in proposals. It was open to everyone, so we received 50 applications, and the applications were being reviewed. Then we had 46 of them being considered, and they went through a review process. The first 46 applications came from 18 universities in Nigeria and 1 from Ghana. And after that, they were supposed to submit their projects after working on it for some time, February. So we had 25 people that went through and submitted for the last stage. So after that, there was also an internal review to pick the top 10 projects that really looked at local problems and what they are doing to solve them. So they went through we had a judges panel for 3 days. The panel covered Africans in diaspora in the engineering sector. And after that, they were able to pick the top 3 projects.
And it came the
top project. So they won the
congratulations, Amadane. So this must have been a very rigorous activity that you've actually went through. What was that striking thing or striking moment for you, especially when you announced the winner? What did you do quickly?
I was just like surprised. I called my team. We had spent a lot of time, almost about 3 to 4 months on the project, coming up with our design, going through the process. We were actually it took us by surprise. We didn't expect to win. We thought we'd go far, but we didn't expect to end up winning the entire competition. So we were very, very glad that we had the opportunity to display our ideas on a stage.
Talk to us about these ideas, very briefly.
My team was called Team Koye Hydro. Basically, there's a community near where I live called Koye. It's in Ogun State. It's a community that is close to Ogun River. So we thought about how can we harness this energy that we have. We have this river that flows through this area, and the area does not have good electricity. So we decided to come up with a micro-scale hydro turbine plant. So we came up with our design. We came up with a system that would harness energy from the river and allow us to convert it to electricity that we could use to power the community. And the beauty about the idea we had was we envisioned not just that community, but scaling up into future so that we could reach other communities, you know, and to take a good shot at actually solving the electrical
problem. Is this something that can be, that can be deployed nationwide to address the challenges of electricity that we have?
Yes, anywhere there is access to water, our solution can be deployed.
Wow.
So that's the beauty of it.
Amazing. So if anyone wants to, when next are you having this competition, or is it just, you know?
No, it's an annual competition. Okay. So for 2023 edition, it will open up September, October. We're already working on it because this is the first one that we did. So what we are doing now is just to reflect on, you know, the teams that came up, what were the issues, what are the things we need to do to encourage more engineering students to participate. We received 50 applications. We are hoping we can get more.
It's just national.
It's West African.
West Africa.
Yes, so we had, for the top 10, we had one team from Ghana. So we are hoping that we will have more teams coming to compete, seeing what has come out of this first maiden edition. So we will do more publicity and have more information sessions. We had information sessions to talk to students about.
Right, I think I want to innovate. Finally, I want to innovate as well. So if I want to be a participant in this competition, where do I go? Who do I talk to? Where do I sign up to? Okay,
so we have a website. So all information will be available there. It's www.s2pafrica.org.
Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Right. So all of these secondary school students, are they also allowed to join? We've also done different investigative reporting and some other features on some young Nigerians who had never been to secondary school or high institution, tertiary institutions rather, and there is a guy, I think somewhere in Lagos, he built a car from the scratch, and the car is so strong and rugged. So how do you also, you know, look at, you know, bringing these people on board and helping them to achieve, you know, their goals?
Okay, so in 2020, during the lockdown into 2021, we ran a program also for high school students, those that are in their senior secondary school. We are thinking that skills like programming and design can be deployed also at that stage. So it's not just a one-off. So we had classes, it was based on using Python programming to understand mathematics. So they can come on board, first of all, because there are some theoretical knowledge needed at some levels to be able to deploy products that will stand the test of time. So we are also looking at pre-university students, especially those in STEM, to be able to give them the skills in 3D modeling, programming, and we ran a kind of for first time with high school students, and it really got them to understand not just sitting in class doing math, but also applying Python program to understand those topics that are being taught.
I can remember growing up in secondary school, you know, we used to have jet clubs and, you know, jets, you know, all of those different clubs. Are you also playing a role in this regard?
We've not started playing any role in that regard, but we are looking at in the future, because for now we're concentrating on those in tertiary institutions, especially those that are about to leave the universities, so that by the time they get to the workspace, they already have the necessary skills to enter into the labor market.
All right, Temitayo, so you must have faced some challenges, you know, in the process of this project and all that. So what are you looking for to talk to us about these challenges, and what are you looking forward to doing at the end of the after you being a winner?
Yes, so it was quite hard at first to come up with a topic that we're going to work on. You know, one of the things that the competition helped us to do was to really open our eyes to look at our communities and look at areas where we could solve actual problems. So that actually took a lot of time before we were able to identify that, oh, this is actually something we can make a solution out of. So spending time, the rigor of actually designing and running the math and the engineering that was needed to bring our project to completion was quite a hassle. We're looking forward to deploying our proof of concept prototype and actually getting power from the river, like we have mentioned. Yeah. And in the future, our long-term goal is to be able to deploy the full-scale version of our project and to see it democratized around Nigeria so that we can actually take a dent at the problem of electricity in Nigeria.
Right. Makes sense. So I say congratulations to you once again.
Thank you very much.
And ma'am, I say kudos to your organization.
Thank you.
Well done.